listening to Proof Text, a GlossaHouse podcast by Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb, Dr. Frederick J. Long, Dr. Mario Melendez, Dr. Jennifer Noonan, and J. M. Smith. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Proof Text. I am Michael Halcomb, and in this episode, I'm thinking about 3 things. Actually, wait, let's make that 4 things. So yeah, for the first time, I'm going to have an episode where I'm thinking about 4 things. Alright, so the 4 things that I'm thinking about actually are Latin resources. So, per the title of this episode, 3 new Latin resources plus 1, we got 4 new Latin resources. So I'm excited to share this with you. It'll be launching this week. It isn't out on the GlossaHouse website yet, but it will be coming this week, so keep your eyes peeled. If you are a homeschool parent or you know someone who's homeschooling, get this on their radar, get this on your radar. If you work at a classical Christian school, this should be on your radar. If you have a colleague who teaches Latin or you teach Latin at that classical Christian school, this is for them or this is for you. If you're just interested in Latin, this is a great way to learn it. And best of all, very, very inexpensive, like everything else at GlossaHouse. So it'll be up there this week. Keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on our social media and our website. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you the covers I designed, and I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the interior as well. So if you're watching, that'll be best. If you're just listening, that's fine too. We can still get some things accomplished that way. So yeah, if you're watching, here you go. We have here's the book 1 cover for Scuola Latina is the title of the curriculum. You can see it's a 2-year interactive curriculum worked on by Ken Stevenson and revised by Thomas Calcutt and Ruth Baldwin. So this is great. The blurb on the back of the book, the description says, in order for a language to become natural and spontaneous with a student, it must become a used language, which means, as Latin scholars know, it must become a matter of the tongue, the lingua. It must be on the lips during the course of a normal day. In this first volume of Scuola Latina, the student will learn the names of familiar objects, animals, parts of the body, and household items, and everyday verbs. For example, to eat rather than to seize. In Scuola Latina, Latin once again becomes a living language. So there you go. There is the cover. Now, the book covers, because there's a key cover as well. So book 1 and book 2, they will be the black covers. Let's see. And key 1 and key 2, they will be the white covers. So here's key 1. You can see it's very similar to the black book, except it's just all in white. All right. And here is book 2, Scuola Latina, a 2-year interactive curriculum. And then in this one, students are going to learn the Latin names of articles of clothing, food, and they'll do fun activities, some basic transitive verbs to know, to have, to hold, and so on. And again, Latin's becoming a living language. And here you go. Here's the white cover version. So let's look at book 1, and we'll look at the table of contents here. You can see that it starts with, there's a preface and then some tips on pronunciation, works through the pronunciation system, what to do at the beginning of class, and then some songs and hymns. And then you get going on the lessons. You see, you get working with verbs and nouns, first declension cases, some more verbs, sentences, adjectives, some more verbs. Yeah, there's a glossary at the end. It's got numbers, paradigms, statements, timeline, map, all kinds of stuff. We'll fast forward a little bit into the book. You can see what it looks like here. We'll go full screen view. So there's the pronunciation, and then at the beginning of class, so there's a tip for conversation here. You got Magister, salvete discipuli. hello students, and then discipoli salve magister, hello teacher, and it keeps going. So what's it say? Stand up and let's pray, and then man, very very cool stuff. May your will be done, all that stuff. We got a song and hymn, and then we get into lesson 1, some interactive stuff here, some questions. Yeah, this is great stuff. Already getting into um, translating and just moving beyond sort of just regular vocabulary. We have word searches, fill in the blanks, um, some really good stuff here. Yeah, there's another word game, Unscramble. Let's look at, we got the key for this as well. And so for all that stuff, it has everything filled in. That's what the key looks like. So there you go. Everything is filled in. Right? Every blank. Even the puzzles. So if we look at book 2, what we're going to find is very kind of similar. If we look at the table of contents, you got review of first declension and conjugation, review of second declension and adjectives, review of second conjugation, and then you have more direct objects, third declension, adverbs, prepositions, question words, you get the imperfect, and all kinds of great stuff here, more glossary stuff at the end. And there we go, more songs and hymns. And at the start of our lesson, we have some a saying. We got our verb tables there, our grammar lessons, our history lessons, our composition lessons. And so all the lessons sort of have all these components, translations, fill in the blanks. It's great. It's really, really good stuff. This is an incredible curriculum. And as I said, it's very inexpensive. Then we have the key too, where everything is filled in for this. I would highly recommend this to anyone who's interested in learning Latin or is teaching Latin. This is really good stuff. So keep your eyes out on GlossaHouse website and social media. This will be live this week. All right. Hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? GlossaHouse can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, GlossaHouse offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. GlossaHouse, language resources for the global community.